Besides, she missed out on a really cool date. I mean, I had everything set. I had flowers and chocolates in my truck, and I also even reserved a nice restaurant, called in, and we were going to go watch a movie and stay up late and look at the stars. It was going to be amazing, but she rejected me, so therefore she rejected everything I had to offer. And so since then, Father, I've kind of changed my ways on the way I approach things on blind dates.
Oh, yeah?
And from now on, I've come up with something. From now on, I'm going to go as a superhero.
A superhero? Why?
Because everybody loves a superhero. I mean, look at it. You have the Avengers, they love them. You know, Spider-Man, Peter Parker, they love him. Batman, and even Superman. I mean, they're studs. Everybody loves them. Now, I even went off and got me a mask.
You did. Okay. Really?
So therefore, I become Super Ernie. And I will not be rejected any longer.
No, Danielle, if that showed up at your front door, would you reject that?
I sure would.
And Ernie, come on. I just don't think this is wise.
But why, Father?
Well, because you can't leap a tall building and fly through the air.
Yeah, and sorry, Bart, but you wouldn't look too good in tights.
Ernie, even the best of people get rejected.
Yeah, I mean, even look at the gospel today. Jesus was even rejected.
And talk about missing out. Oh, those people of that town, they really missed out. He had something great planned for them. Read the story closely and you will see that it's really sad. The people missed out on the blessings that could have been theirs.
Yeah, just like that blind date. She missed out on everything that I had planned.
Yeah, the story doesn't tell us exactly what Jesus had in mind in blessing the people, but you have to know it was something great. After all, this was Jesus, and he loved the people. I believe Jesus had great things planned for the people, but we're told in the story that Jesus could not do mighty works there.
But, I mean, wait a minute, Father. That doesn't make any sense. We believe that Jesus is so powerful, he's God, and he can do whatever he wants.
That's true. He can do anything he wants, even more than Nacho Libre there.
Hey, that's Super Ernie to you.
Super Ernie, okay. But the reason in the story that Jesus couldn't do any mighty works there among the people, because something happens among them. They stopped believing.
So it wasn't because Jesus couldn't do his mighty works. It was because the lack of the faith in the people that didn't let Jesus do what he had planned.
Exactly.
Now, when I think about that, I get a sick feeling knowing what could have been for these people.
I mean, things could have been so much better for the people in that town.
That's what Jesus intended to do for them. Something better. Everybody wants something better in our lives. Well, Jesus wanted to bless those people with great things, the things that he could offer, but he didn't.
But it wasn't because he couldn't. It's just because the people rejected him.
Yes. God can do anything he wants. But in the gospel story of today, it seems to tell us that we can put a limit on God's power and what he can do for us. This gospel of today, it should wake us up. It should grab our attention as individuals, but also it should grab our attention as a great nation, as a people.
I see what you're saying, Father. Jesus always wants to do more for us, but he won't unless we allow him to.
It all comes down to our choice and what we want God to do.
Yeah.
We all know God has done some amazing things. There's nothing he can't do for us.
But there seems to be a catch, according to the gospel story today. We have to let God work among us. We have to believe, because we can stop him from doing mighty works that he has planned for us if, within ourselves, there's a lack of faith.
In other words, the choices we make has a lot to do with how powerful God will be among us.
Father, we are a great nation, but we must never forget who we are. In school, we've learned that who we are as a nation was someone that was formed because we believed in God.
You know what? And if we live that identity as God's people, if we live that identity everywhere we go, at school, at government buildings, at the store, at the swimming pool, at public places, no matter where we are, if we live that identity as God's people, we are going to see how powerful our God is in the mighty works that he does among us. And let me assure you, our God, so much stronger than Nacho Libre right there.
Again, that's Super Ernie.
Oh, Super Ernie. I want you to go home with this. No matter where we go, we take our faith with Christ, and nobody can stop that. We take our faith because Jesus lives right here within us. And no matter where we are, we take him in. You got it?